Hello and welcome. This tutorial is going to cover how to use SmartPost to post your inventory to a group where the albums already exist. This tutorial is just going to cover posting all of your inventory to a group. So pretty much the simple, easy way to use SmartPost in Pop It Up. All you do is on your Pop It Up page, you navigate under the inventory menu to SmartPost. And once you're here, you'll see that there are 3 steps to the process. So step 1 is pretty quick and easy. It's just picking your Facebook group. Make sure that this button says log out, which indicates that to log out you have to be logged in. If you've been recently made an admin or you've changed any of the albums, you might click this sync button once to make sure that it's all updated. From the drop-down menu of the groups that you're admin in, select the group that you want to post to, and then you're done with step 1. So step 2, we have filters here, and filters can be used to change which parts of your inventory are posted on an include and exclude basis. And I'm going to cover that in a different tutorial because most of the time we just want to post all of our inventory. So we skip that step. Here with the album name template, this step we don't want to skip. This is actually very important to successful album matching. So if I click right now, compute albums, what I get is all of my items going nowhere. So what I do instead is I go to the group that I'm planning to post to and I check out how the albums are titled. And I see in this group that the style name is first and the space and then the size. So that's the template I'm going to create here, is I'm going to match the albums that already exist using my attributes. So my attribute for the style name is just called style, and my attribute for the size is called size. And I want to be careful to be case sensitive on my attributes, so mine all start with capital letters, and so I'm going to write them that exact same way. And now when I click compute albums, I get a whole lot more matches, which is great. This is much more convenient. So in the case where the generated name of Azure Large is exactly the same as the album title, I can be reasonably confident that as long as my inventory is correct, this is correct. But just to double check, I can preview what's going in there. And I see that indeed it's a large Azure skirt going to that album of large Azure. These are still a drop-down menu where you could select any album. If you wanted to send that Azure someplace else, you could. You can just select that. This is just the what SmartPost finds. So what I do is I check if they're exactly the same, I just skim past them. But this one's not exactly the same. So I want to make sure, okay, I have size 3 Biancas and they're going in this group. The album is called Bianca Kids All Sizes. That is correct. So I'm just going to leave that one as is. If for some reason I didn't want to post my Biancas, I could also go up here to do not post and change this, and these Biancas would not post because I selected that. So when you start typing in this menu, it automatically filters to the to what you're typing, which is helpful to find things in that big long menu fast. Okay, so Carly's match, they all look good, and Cassie's match, and they all look good. I will tell you that, having done this before, this group always names the albums the same. I know that pretty much everything's okay, except I know to check my leggings because they are often wrong. In this case, one size leggings was my style name, and OS is my size name. And what that found here was one size leggings, the solids album. So what I want to do is change that to the print. Let's say I'm posting to second albums. So I want to change that. And then I look, and again, my perfect tees are great, my Randys are fine, Sarah's okay. Tall and curvy leggings, another problem, where they're going to album 1, but I want to select album 2. So there's a couple manual things I need to do. I have a red result here, and that tells me that it didn't work out. So the generated name for these items, they don't have a style and size, so the generated name is actually the style and size in squiggly brackets. If I preview this, I can see that, oh, in fact, these are things in my inventory that do not belong for sale in a multi-consultant group, and so that's actually great. So they can just stay do not post. And that's the end of step 2. Basically, step 2 is, in review, match your template to the group, compute the albums, and then check them. The last step is pretty familiar. You do it no matter how you're posting. You want to make a message and then choose when to post, now or later. So I can click the clipboard to copy, goodness, and then control click here inside this box to paste. If I want to make sure I'm seeing the whole thing, I can resize this box with that little corner piece there to make sure I can see that everything that's going to be posted. If you're ever curious, you have formatting help here on this page, and you want to make sure and do it exactly the same. It is, again, case sensitive, so you don't want to change these to capital letters because they won't post correctly. And then down here, I'm going to choose, I'm going to see if I can get that. Yeah, okay. Down here, I'm going to choose to post now or post later. If I post now, it'll start posting at the earliest possible opportunity. It'll just go. If I choose post later, then I'm going to be selecting a date and time in the future that I would like to be the earliest possible time anything would post. And once I've done that, I can click, oops, let me do post now. And then I can click post and it will go ahead and start. So hopefully that makes sense. It gets really intuitive and quick and easy the more you do it. But it's nice to know that if you just want all of your inventory and you're using a attribute here in this album name template that your inventory possesses, then you won't have to worry so much about finding all the albums on your own. SmartPost will do that for you. So hopefully this is helpful, and please, as always, let us know if you have questions. Thanks for watching.